Hey everyone, it's Miss Red here. In this video we are going to talk about how to use order of operations. Make sure you have your GMs ready. The title you see at the bottom of the screen is what you should title your notes and your reflection. Here is your TEKS objective. Take a moment to write this down. As soon as you're done, fill out your learning goal and what you already know about this topic. So why do we need order of operations and what is it? Well, order of operations just tells us the order that we're going to do the operations, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, whenever we're solving an expression. So whenever you see a big mess like you see right here, order of operations is going to help you solve that. To remember order of operations, we always think of this thing called PEMDAS, and this is an acronym. P stands for parentheses, E for exponents. The M and D stand for multiplication and division, and the A and the S stand for addition and subtraction. Whenever we're solving an equation, we want to work in that order. So if we see parentheses, we want to solve that part first. Then we want to worry about the exponents, then the multiplication and division, and then the addition and subtraction. This may sound a little weird right now, but once we start some examples, it'll make a lot more sense. Now, another way people remember PEMDAS is they make up their own acronym. So you've probably heard of "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." So let's look at our first example. We have 3 times 6 plus 7. So we've got to think about PEMDAS. So first we want to look for parentheses, and we do in fact have parentheses. So we're concerned about this portion first. So we want to figure out what 6 plus 7 is first, and that's easy. We know that's 13. So our equation now becomes 3 times 13. And then we just simply solve from there, and 3 times 13 equals 39. In this next example, we have 40 divided by 4 minus 5 minus 3. So again, let's think about PEMDAS. So first we want to look for parentheses. We do have parentheses right here, so we want to worry about that first. So let's go ahead and write the equation so far. So we have 40 divided by 4 minus whatever is in parentheses. And we know that 5 minus 3 equals 2. So now we're left with division and subtraction that we have to do. So looking at PEMDAS, we see that E stands for exponents. We don't have any exponents, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we see the M and the D for multiplication and division. So we're just going to do multiplication and division from left to right. And all we have here is division. So we just go ahead and do 40 divided by 4, which is 10. And then we have minus 2 to do as well. So now we can subtract because that comes next. And 10 minus 2 equals 8. So now let's take a look at that big mess that you saw earlier, because yes, we are actually going to solve that. So again, we're thinking about PEMDAS. P stands for parentheses, so we've got to find the parentheses first, and we're going to solve that first. So we have 8 divided by 2 that we need to worry about first, and we know that 8 divided by 2 is 4, so now we need to rewrite the equation. So now this 8 divided by 2 became this 4. So now we have a little bit of a smaller equation. So now we move on to E. We have no exponents, so we don't have to worry about that. Then we move on to multiplication and division. And we just start with whatever we see first. So we have multiplication occurring first, so we want to solve that. And we know 4 times 4 is 16, so let's rewrite the equation. Okay, so now this 4 times 4 became 16, which you see here. So now we need to do our division next. So we need to do our 10 divided by 5. And then 10 divided by 5 became 2. So now that we've done that, we move on to the A and the S of PEMDAS. We know we need to add and subtract, just like you see here. And we're just going to add and subtract left to right. And 12 plus 7 is 19. Minus 16 is 3. Plus 2 is 5. And that would be your final answer. Now take a moment to try this on your own. I have an expression here, and I did write it out to the side in green just in case it's a little hard to see. Don't forget to use PEMDAS. And you can click in the box and actually select your answer. And I will leave you with a little cartoon about order of operations. Don't forget to complete your reflection. Have a good weekend. I will see you on Monday.